Hello, hello. Oh, gotta switch headsets because I don't like it. I like to use my earbuds when I stream. It makes me weird not hearing myself a bit. So there we go. Well, yes, you were first, Pickle Thumper. Dancing. Okay, yeah, I can't stream tomorrow. I have a work thing, so I moved my stream to today because I have a day off. So, yeah. And today we are going to play Freelancer. Oh, let's turn that down a bit so it doesn't blow out my ears. Let's go. Hey, Alonso, welcome. Happy Thursday. Let's see. Yeah, I know how this works. You don't have to tell me, game. It's a bit bright on that side, I think. Let's turn that down.
Good work. If you feel like it, you can now redecorate a bit.
Okay. Probably a bit better. Yeah, I'm not super bright on that side. Okay. Let's redecorate a bit. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for me. It's like 2:22 in the afternoon. But I can redecorate a bit. How? Why? Okay, let's check the mastery levels. What did I unlock then? Hallway cosmetic. Okay, so... Well, I have already seen that because I'm quite... Oh, you can't see my progress there. I'm quite a ways into the thing, so I probably already looked at it. I noticed that before that sometimes they just sprout random things. Let's see. Okay, I can open this. Good afternoon. Okay, looks like I have to start a new section. I'm just almost halfway. Let's see, what can we do today? Hokkaido, New York, the rest is okay. Bangkok, Chongqing, Colorado though. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, too bad if I don't do the showdown there. Ambrose, Haven, Bangkok, Colorado, Dubai, Hokkaido. You don't look like Hokkaido in Freelancer. Skill. Berlin, Chongqing, Dartmoor, skill. Ambrose, Berlin. Let's see. What do we have here? Changes all the time, make it unpredictable. I haven't done too many sick games, I think, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see what's alerted. Colorado is alerted and Chongqing is alerted, so let's get Colorado out of the way first. 4 targets. Oh boy. That's gonna hurt. Okay. Eliminate guards with an SMG. Eliminate guards with a shotgun. Oh my god. Pacify guards with a concussive. Okay. But the guys I... okay. Let's see, what do we have? Remote Semtex, key hack. I'll take key hack. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Collateral kill explosion. I think I can do that. Okay, so then... I have nothing. Let's take the Krugi for a change. I need an SMG, right? Let's see. Let's take a tiny one. There, I can hide that on my person. Shotgun though. I'd rather take my own quiet one, so not the half the map that's comes running. 3, 1, 2. How much room do I have? Room to spare, so let's take this one. And sold of an elephant in a porcelain shop. What the fuck? Okay, so shotgun, SMG, concussive explosives. How many fire extinguishers are there on Colorado? I need you to stand up and fight the aliens. Show me the aliens. Oh, I can pull my gun out. Oh yeah, of course I can. Can I reload? Oh, I can reload. Okay. Concussive. I don't have that many concussive, I think. Let's see, what do I have? Frag, concussion grenade, okay. And a flash one. I'll take this. These are just explosives. This is an explosive duck, okay. Well, if the explosive is far enough away, it will knock him out. See, do I need a lockpick for Colorado? There's only one. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 doors in the mansion, but otherwise, no. Did I take the seeker? Just in case. Let's change outfits. Let's see what the randomizer brings us.
Perfect.
The Black Dragon in deluxe. Okay. Black Dragon. Deluxe Black Dragon. Okay. Entirely appropriate maybe for that, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, now I end up in the bedroom, right? Planning, yes. Let's make a bomb. I always forget to make the bomb. And it's free space, so... Free real estate. Get the gunpowder. Get the fuel cell. Okay. Oh, you're over capacity. Workbench is here. Dodo. Fuel cell. Powder. Craft. Get it. Okay, so that's free. Let's take a banana for the courier. Because there is a courier. And I have room for a coin. Okay, so that's good. Let's see where the coin is. What do you have to say for yourself?
Brum brum. Looking good today.
Thank you. Brum brum. Let's see, there is no coin here. Then maybe... It's right over here. Oh, I still have the Easter pickle up. Oh. No coin here. Okay, then we'll make do without coins. Let's go. Let's see where they spawn us. Let's get rid of the bunny. Where is it? Pickle Easter. Bloop. Pickle Rick. There we go. I can do that. That's a bit wrong one. Yeah, I'll take that one. Okay. I'll take that one. Okay. Colorado. Hopefully I don't spawn on top of the water tower. On the other hand, then I'm already inside.
Welcome to Colorado.
Of course they spawn me
there are
there.
syndicate members in the area. I trust that you can find them and eliminate
And maybe I should have taken a
them. But watch your
sniper.
step. They're on high alert. It's not going to be easy.
Oh, it's him.
Don't disappoint, 47. Good luck.
Okay. Jake Day. Okay. Oh, and the safe is right there. Oh, how convenient. Eliminate guards with a shotgun. Concussives. Everybody's a guard here. So let's take this. Now the problem is if I kill him here, somebody will see. Somebody from over there is gonna see that. So I'm waiting for him to move away from there. There's a dude over there, I think. Yeah, he will see that. Yo, Canadianator. Welcome. Oh, there's 3 of them now? What? Can he just go away? Or maybe not.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the syndicate.
We good? We're good.
Got no eyes on Tango. Flush him out. Get a new visual, Assassin 1.
Oh, we're not good.
You alright, mate? Echo Foxtrot to Uniform Zulu. We got ourselves a serious troublemaker.
Go take a look. Go on. Why is he going down?
Rules! Requesting backup at my 12! Oi, you need to...
Oh boy. Let's
Hey, you! Drop the shotgun. Got it?
fuck me.
That's it! Stop! He's firing! Now... We got gunshots! Watch out!
Okay, let's hope nobody saw me enter that this time.
Right now, I'm gonna skin you and use it as a fucking wetsuit if we can. All units engage.
This is why I don't like the this spawn. See, they lost me. Yeah, hunting me. That's okay. But he isn't. He doesn't know where I am. He shouldn't know where I am.
Come on, how copy, over? Oh no, please, not again.
Oh no, not again! I feel like you should be able to get in the box faster. Yeah,
Seriously tired of this.
but yeah, it is what it is. They were up here quicker than I thought. Let's see, there's one running around to my back left. I can't turn around at front. There they go. They're going down. He's over there. Just calm the fuck down, dude. Oh, did he come up here because the because I dropped my briefcase? Okay, let's get out.
Man, come in.
Can I like drop down here? No.
Send someone down.
Hey, you need anything? I got some cool
Oh
stuff.
fuck.
Lost visual. Lost visual.
Flash
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Come in, Delta 6. Big Cat on Tango's last known position. Nothing here. No visual. Please advise. Over. Come on.
Well, they're chill, so I should be fine. Okay. Let's get in here. Magnesium pouch. Could be useful. Got a flash. He's up there. One up there. I know the safe is over there, but I'm just going to chill for a bit. Things are spiraling, but it's a controlled spiral so far. Yes, it is. Never mind me, boys. I'm just... I don't think I'm allowed to be here in this outfit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's see. I need to get up there.
Was like, not even the bodyguards come to
Okay.
see us.
Collateral kill explosion. Oh, I can get him with the collateral kill. Okay, that's easy. Well, that's easy. I just need to pick up the propane tank. It's over here. And every time, I think they're shooting at me when I get past here. Excuse me, boys. Oh, it's in the other building. Wait.
Of course, you don't hold a candle to my body.
There should be a propane tank right here. Fuck.
Sri Lanka.
They removed it on freelancer.
Assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. My father was one of their leaders.
That's too big to pick up.
Our body could work as a freelance pirate in the South China Sea. Or, yes, who knows?
Is there another propane tank on here somewhere?
I'm so dead.
That's a... okay, we'll get to you later. Okay. And I'm not allowed to go in here? No. Nitroglycerin in the field or whatever, right? Nitroglycerin in the field. Right over there somewhere? Isn't there... like... something in this shed over here? Oh, got a box. What do we get? Coins. Well, collateral kill explosion. I do have... I don't need to be an accident. I do have the makeshift explosive.
Boss hires this former Interpol agent to do strategic analysis for us.
They're testing to blow the safe. Oh,
That's pretty
okay.
If you can trust it.
Well, I do have...
Strange one.
Let's
Not
see.
strange like Rose, mind you,
Keys
but
to the
kind
quad bike.
of aloof. I heard from the technicians that
But I have my own
graduate,
explosive, so
top of the
that
class,
should
things
work.
Like that, you know. Join Interpol.
You know that our main focus over
Sean
Saturday
Rose
Road.
in charge of operations.
I don't get it.
Sean Rose in charge of operation. Oh boy, they're dragging away the bodies. I'm going to go after him. Let's avoid him, since he is not my fan. Who is he?
I think Rose wants to leave. Fiercely dedicated.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Can you come over here, please?
Possible intruder.
Where's this fucking camera? There it is. Let's get over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trudy.
The mask. What the hell are you talking about? I was just at the security station watching the feeds. There's this creepy guy interrogating the hostage. He wears like a 3D printed mask.
Where the fuck is he going? Oh, he's coming in here. Oh, no, 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 no.
Like truth serums, drugs, that kind of thing. But none of the rough stuff. No, they don't like that.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the syndicate.
Okay. Ah! Okay. So avoid this now. Let's go get Pretty Boy up there.
Where am I going? Shit.
Bum, 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 bum. We're still on
I
track.
just found out the Parvati was a Tamil tiger. So
Love it when the game knows what I need. Don't know why I'm avoiding the cameras, because I'm not trespassing.
Like, why did they put Ramirez in the team? He can't shoot for shit. Seriously. I'm on my... Understood.
Crap. Now I'm trespassing and they're not gonna like me, so let's go over here.
Tango's long gone. Rendezvous at LUP in 10 mics. Out.
Okay. There should be some in Sean's room, at least right by the watch water. Oh, right.
Checking in. Heard suspicious sound. We'll check the vicinity. Over.
God damn it.
I must be getting the heebie-jeebies. There's nothing out here. Okay.
All right, let's go again. On
Got
your
some
mark.
strange
Yes,
noises here.
let
Loose on that hip. Looking into it. Over. Hey, is anyone there? Let him get him. Come on, man. Please, no.
Well, you see, the problem now is when I... If I use this, I'm trapped up here and they will be coming up running, so I'm gonna put the explosive just right here. And maybe use this for somebody else. Let's just go. Oh. Let's get your outfit. There we go. Box right here. Okay, cool. Huh. I could really use that. Oh, right. What if I... Give me this.
You heard it too? Investigate and report.
Can I get over here? Ah, that's a real shame.
I just feel like I could have made it different.
Okay, okay.
Asking for a free ticket or anything. Look, you take me to Bingo.
Still,
Not gonna regret whatever. Okay.
where did the, it landed over here. Okay.
So this test that Rose has planned seems kind of cruel, doesn't it? I mean, I'm no softie or anything, but it feels excessive to me.
She's got.
What? Sir, you...
She's got it coming. And nobody can switch sides that grade. Just expect to be accepted. Tests are in order. Shit! Oh, you drop! I said. Man, so we detonated in the proximity. Could have some kind of extremist on it.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I don't know what's going on there. What he found. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. Okay, so I just need one more. Oh. While they're busy over there, I can, like... don't let them see me pull this. Blood oral
Syndicate
kill.
member
Got it.
eliminated. Well done, 47.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now, let's make our way over there. Gotta get up there somehow. Man, I really wish I had brought a sniper, because from there I think I could have sniped him. Freaking cameras all over the place, man. Oh, it's because it's alerted. It's true. There's a ladder in the corner. Okay. Oh, right. That goes down to the guy where the barrel is. True, 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 true. I feel like I could almost snipe him from here. Let's see if this dude is allowed up here. I can't remember. Am I allowed up here, sir? No, I'm not. Fuck. And I think for freelancer they also removed the
Excuse me, sir.
the
Seems like you're not cleared to come through here. Sorry.
disguise that was here. Yeah, see? Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Oh, we've got a thing over here. Let's see. That's locked. Okay. Oh, he's the last one also. Let's see. That's
orders, my friend.
beanie guys.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Is he allowed up there? I think so. Do a Dartmoor map next, my second favorite map. I don't know if Dartmoor is in my rotation at the moment, so...
So if we had someone we had to pacify, would you shoot him in the legs, or maybe go for the shoulder?
I'd go for the soft parts of his
Look,
thigh or...
about my shipment, these are highly potent hallucinogens. This is not, dare I say it, recreation.
And also remove the crowbar.
Anyone run off with it, please, let me know.
Man, I need them to break up so I can knock the fuck out of
You're the
him.
wrong dosage.
I ought to put a few rounds
This
in
will
you,
kill you.
friend, and maybe you'd stop being such a
Consider
dick.
yourselves warned.
Brave not, Mr. Bird. I don't know
I
where
need
it
to
went.
get in there. Hmm.
No. Sorry, my friend. Sorry.
Am I trespassing if I go in here?
Oh, shit! Please move the body, now! Do it! What? You there! Hold it! Take him down! Copy that!
Oh fuck. Fuck! It went so well and now I'm fucked.
How unfortunate. It rather appears that you ran out of luck.
5 seconds, that's all it took.
Back to the drawing board, 47.
No! God
Hello there.
Artful Jamie just
Hi, Panda.
Tangerine emoji. God no.
Well, I got fucked on the worst map of the game. Hardcore? No, it was an alerted map. Campaign failed. Oh my god. Man, I hate Colorado with a passion, but yeah. I thought it would be okay, but it's alerted, so that makes it twice as
As you
worse.
failed your campaign, 47, the syndicates got away. However, I'm sure you learned a few useful tricks. Let me know when you're
You've
ready
never
to
played
take on a new
freelancer?
assignment.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Fuck me, man. I just should have shot them both and then be done with it, but fucking hell. So I lost everything here. I lost my seeker. Fuck me. Okay, Bangkok, Dartmoor, Ambrose, Dartmoor, Chongqing, Hokkaido, Scale, Berlin, Chongqing, Mendoza, Ambrose, Sapienza, Mendoza. Oh. Yeah. I do have most stuff on my wall, so that's not Berlin, Hokkaido, Marrakesh, Miami, Mumbai. Okay. Marrakesh. Let's start over here. Perfect shooter. Fuck off with your perfect shooter. Flash phone. Silent takedown with a rare melee. Oh boy. Takedown is a knockout, right? Non-lethal melee item, yeah. So, let's see. Baton. Okay. Specify guard with concussive. Again, I don't have anything. Let's take this.
Hello there.
Hey Shrimpy, how's it going? Yeah, well, I just failed the campaign. Freaking alerted Colorado, man. Why are they pushing these silent assassin no firearms timed? Well, these are the exact same things I had on the last time. I'll take this. How many freaking targets do I have? 2. Fuck me. This is why I don't play freelancers too much. Concussive explosives. No, I don't have any concussive explosive because this ducky is not concussive, right? It's... Oh, it is a concussion. Okay. I'll take it just to be sure. I've got my melee. I've got my gun. Okay. Let's pick an outfit for Marrakesh. Marrakesh. Casual. Adjust the tourist. Where is the themed? Celebrity. No. Oh, here it is. Creek Fire. Hi, Crit Cake. There are other freelancer outfits than this bandage, do you know? I don't know why this one outfit would get its own category. The bandage one is the one you get because you failed, but if you go into a mission wearing this bandage suit, you will refer to your previous suit. But for freelancer, you have these things. This is a separate one you have to specifically select, and then you have these two. And there's another one, when you reach level 100, you get a 100 suit with it says 100 on the back. And if you complete a hardcore campaign, you get the bruiser suit. So that's basically a jacket and you're beat up. As far as and I think that's it for freelancer suits. But yeah, I'll take the Greek fire. Looks good. Okay, let's make a bomb. Don't have those yet, but I'm only level 32 or something. Oh, I see. Yeah. I don't remember when I got the other two. Is that a challenge or is that something else? Mastery. Let's see, because I am now level 93. That's the thing to do. I don't think it's an outfit you get from here. No, it's like challenges, right? It's all XP. Oh, you get the gauze suit. I'll be back. So I don't know exactly what the challenge there was, but maybe Shrimpy knows. XP. Oh, here's the Black Bruiser suit. Complete a hardcore campaign. So you get the, like I said, jacket with the black eye and such, you know, roughed up. But I haven't done that yet. And maybe, I don't know if I'll ever do it. So yeah, I don't know where the gold suit comes from. Failing. You have that one. Failed 10 campaigns, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, take the banana. I took the banana. Let's make a bomb. Man, I was looking for a mod that I automatically get this this bomb, but I can find it on Nexus mods, so I don't have it somewhere else. You get the bandage suit in case you fail a campaign. Okay. Add fuel cell. Add the powder. And then add this. Okay. There we go. Don't forget to pick it up. There we go. Let's go outside. Let's see if the coin is there. Nope, no coin. Crap. Is the game going to be stingy with its coins right now? Oh, I also lost the distinguished coin for my case because I had it in the case. I really like to see me. Still no coin. Oh, there is a coin. Right, got it. It's so hard. I usually fail on the last leg of the campaign, not the second or third. So pacify guards with concussives. That's gotta be fire extinguishers then. Perfect shooter. Oh, and I can't. I'm gonna lose perfect shooter if I do that. But I have the ducky. So, whatever. Whatever, man.
Safe journey, 47.
Could also just take a sniper rifle and see if I can find a shot and then move on.
Welcome to Marrakesh. Intel tells us that the operative syndicate members are currently in the area. Track them down and do what you do best.
Well, at least it didn't.
Godspeed, 47.
It didn't give me the school spawn. Hey, it's the courier. Hold on, sir.
Yeah, I'm not that dumb. Jeez.
There we go. Oh, it's you, huh?
Salam alaikum. You want a lamp?
All right there.
These are dark times.
Salam alaikum. They also took away the coins that were here. Oh my god.
Sir, there's something you need to take a look at.
Dawn is suddenly popping up?
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47.
Oh shit, I need a collateral kill explosion. That could have been one. That could have been one. Just need to get to level 35 in freelance to get the golden suit. Oh, okay, so it is a level 35. Maybe I zipped past it too quickly or something. Okay, let's see. Okay. Jabroni is over there. I can get a propane tank on the market from one of the food vendors. Okay, get out. Let's go over here.
Does anybody have a map I can borrow?
The hell are Crystal Dawn?
What the hell are Crystal Dawn doing here? Where the fuck is he? Is he in the tunnels? Right, he's in the tunnels. Okay, so go in through the shoe shop, I guess. Oh, wow. Oh. Let's see, did I take both propane tanks or just one?
Later, man.
That's a big one.
Crazy for snail.
Man. But since he's in the tunnels, there's explosives there, and I have my own thing, so...
Matters of national security, but...
Matters of national security?
Thank you.
Let's get some coins.
Who'd you have to salute to get this post? Not bad, huh? I figure since...
Hey, Credo.
Go.
A midnight black one? Yeah. That will take you into... Okay, give me that. Okay, let's oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't come back here just yet. Saber, give me that. Oh, he's coming up. Oh, fuck me.
Command, got some strange...
Alright, I've got a pacified guards. Now silent takedown with a rare melee. Okay. I can do that. Like... bonk! Okay, I think one of his brothers is down here. Oh, brother. That's a bummer that I had to... Okay. Let's put you over here. And then... Can I get one of them to come in here?
What?
Get over here, sir. I have something to show you. Let's see. He's over there. So if I drop the coin again. Yeah, he's... Okay. And now... He's in earshot, so I can do it again. Yes. Get out the Whomper.
Just checking a sound. Hang on.
Boom. Okay. Boom, boom. cozy on up. There we go. Collateral kill explosion. I could use my makeshift explosive. Is there a... Yeah, there's a safe. Where the fuck is the safe? Strandberg's office. Okay. 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 Let's go down. Concussive explosives. What kind of explosive is this? That's the question. Let's see. Okay, he's fucking off, so I can do this. Oh, there goes my perfect shooter. Whatever, man.
Command, possible disturbance in my position.
What is this? Remote explosive. There's no... Man, they took away so much from freelancer.
Salute, soldier.
Okay, let's get rid of those guys.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate. Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
Let's see. There's also a table with explosives. Or is that not in freelancer? There is.
Look alive, soldier.
Consulate key card. See, like I said, they removed so much shit because there's no explosives here now. What the hell is that? Keys?
Listen to stuff they're saying in the news. Is that how it really went to them? Prison transport?
Yeah. Zayden wanted it harsh and loud.
Yeah, this is shaping up. Fusion to handle it. Old Renner's head's gonna roll for this. What?
Man, strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
Siege is over.
Okay, get your ass upstairs. Thank you. It's pissing off, so I can do this. Trucky. That's a shotgun. Wait, where's the propane tank? I'm not allowed to go up there in this outfit, right? So... Where's what? Oh, I was looking for the door to the room where the propanes were. Okay. These guys are allowed in there, so... there should be a free uniform in there. Okay. Slam the door right in his face. Okay, Strandberg's office. Hello, sir. Hello, hello. Passing through. You fuckers are up there. Okay, we're going to the back door. Back way.
Massage expert Connie Engstrom.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, of course.
That was
Is there a
reception desk.
Yes.
So you just hold the fort. I could take you in. Now move away.
Oh, fuck, he moved away. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, Strandberg's office. Let's do that first. Let's see, that's on the other side. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Oh, there's another one.
Finally. You must be all understand.
Is he walking out? Yes. Where the fuck is the rest? Not this. Then this maybe? Where the fuck are the papers? Yeah, this is too far away because it's usually one door away. Oh my god. Why can I unlock this one but not this one? Oh, now I can. No, this isn't it. No, that's the meeting notes. Yeah, see, there's no... Maybe they're lying over here. Yeah. Okay.
I don't need a security guard to feel safe. You know, I can deal with my own problems. I'm a big boy.
I feel this is too far away. Too far away. Well, it could also be downstairs. Oh, now he's standing over there. Fucker.
Massage expert.
Connie Engstrom.
Report at the reception desk. That was Connie Engstrom. Please go to the reception desk.
Getting swooshed. This isn't it, right? No. You have any papers on you? No. God damn it. No. Is anything, is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Okay. I thought that was a regular laptop. Boom. 3200. Okay. Courier. Where's the fuck is the courier? I have to get out of here. But the gun dealer is in the auditorium. So that's downstairs. The courier's in A.
What's up with you, big
Well, that's unfortunate.
guy? What the hell? Ow!
Let's get out of here. Yoink. Oh, right. I wanted to concuss the the two that were here.
What's that?
Ooh, bumping stick. Okay. Coming from all the way over there. Ah, they don't like me. I just need one more, so... I basically don't really need this.
Exercise extreme caution. Stuff's blowing up.
So, do you know who it is, or?
Oh, he's in the other room. Okay. Just take a chill pill, people. Chill out. I just want to get out alive. There's one to my back, which I can't see. Top of the stairs. Okay, they're chilling. Good. He still doesn't like me. Okay. They don't like me. Can I do it again? I'll fucking do it again. I saw a fire extinguisher somewhere. Where is it? Oh, he doesn't like me. And of course he's coming this way.
We need to talk to the boss man about these uniforms again.
Yeah, they're itchy, right? Let's see, wasn't there one on the wall here? Yes.
Jeez.
Jeez. Didn't you bring the duck? Yeah, but why use it if I don't absolutely necessarily need it? You know what? Hey dudes. I only need one, so yeah. Shall I do this one? Body found, okay. Oh, I need to go down, so let's not wake up the dogs just yet. Need to go here. Let's get to the, oh, there's another one over there.
You want to buy something? I got it all.
Looks like it.
What do you have? Ooh, this one I lost. Trank. Okay.
I'll be around.
Come on, get ready!
I understand.
Let's chill here for a while. Okay, so I got the supplier. The courier is in the market square. Okay. Maybe I can just knock him out and just run to the exit. Okay, so he doesn't mind me.
Okay, better man up.
That's not good. I would be stuck there. Oh, this isn't the front door.
What the hell? Is this your work?
Oh, brother.
Hey.
How are you doing? Why was he so suspicious of me? God damn it, I'm lost. Everybody's on high alert here.
Guys, we got trouble.
Where's the front door? It's over there. No. Over there. Hey, fellas, you can handle this, right? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Okay. Let's go and get change back into that other uniform. Okay, so they're not. I wonder. Oh, there's so many more guys over here. Let's see this go sideways, like in 3 seconds flat. Oh, there's a box over here. Anything useful? Fish. Nitro.
Canadian aid tour just redeemed. Tangerine emoji. Tough times never last.
Tough time never lasts, yeah. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now we gotta go get the Hey fellas.
I could just about strangle Jerry.
Just about strangled it. Did I bring the banana? Oh, I used that for the other one, right? 5 coins. I do.
This is the last drop-off I'm doing. After this, I'm gonna retire. Life of crime is not all that.
Let's see if she will come here. No, she won't.
Welcome, stranger. You want a fine hand-woven carving from the Atlas?
I could shoot her from above, so... Or I could just shoot her here, but I'm too... because the exit is over there. The other hand, is it worth it? Well...
No, gotta keep moving. Focus on the job.
Oh, you're a religious man. Forget the ladies then. I have great ties with ancient Quranic verses, no?
The problem is I can probably not get her from... Okay, Ducky coming in.
Oh. Great.
Great. Okay, got it. Okay, so I did everything. Now I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. Oh, another box. Give me fuel, give me fire. Give me nothing I desire. Where's your briefcase? I didn't bring a briefcase for this one. It's on the last map where I failed. Yeah, I didn't bring any big stuff where I needed a weapon for briefcase for on this run. Okay. Done. And welcome, Shardy. 5-stream streak, noise. I'm going to pour myself a drink. So, yeah. did they get? 6,200. Eh. That's a lousy payout, but it'll have to do. Give me like 30 seconds, guys. I'm gonna get myself a drink.
Good work back there. The Syndicate took a serious blow, but there is still much work to get done. Recuperate and prepare for your next assignment.
Okay. We have got an incoming. Let's turn on a little bit of light. There we go. Let's see. I'm over capacity, you don't say. Let's drop all this shit. Did you reach level mastery? No, I'm on 93 right now. So still working on that. As you can see here, 93 was my last one. Working up to 4. I need 30,000 more XP before I can do that. So let's see. Next, Mumbai or Miami. Let's get to Mumbai. No couriers, one of each. Okay. Kill only targets, no bodies found. Sniper rifle kill. Okay. Silent assassin suit only. Well, let's give it a go. Miami Showdown? Yes. Why not? Why not? Random suit. Nice.
Shardy_waffled_ just redeemed random suit.
Good, good, good. I will get a random suit shortly. Let's see. Go here. Oh, I need a sniper rifle. Right. Yeah, this one. See, this is silence, right? Yeah. Okay. Isn't this the Ave Maria gun? It is. Okay, cool. Mumbai. Oh, I was gonna think, do I need a lockpick, but I don't have one, so... Semteps, demo, EMP, emetic file. Don't really need that. Okay, let's pick a suit. Let's pick a suit.
Excellent, 47.
The white shadow in deluxe. Oh boy. Deluxe. White shadow. Okay. Do I need anything else in Mumbai? Probably not. Oh, there is a courier. Was there a courier? I was missing something. One of each except a courier, probably. Yeah, no couriers, just a supplier and a safe. Okay. And the safe is probably in Rangan Tower. So I don't need... Yeah, I don't need the banana, but yeah, I have a snack for on the way. Street surgeon's favorite? Oh, okay. Let's build a bomb again. Okay, well, since that is happening, I can take a Whomping Stick because I'm nowhere near capacity. What else do I need? Oh, maybe pick it up. Did you know that banana occupies two space points while a grape occupies 1? Is that so? It does occupy 2. Okay. Let's check that out. So, in case you can only bring a banana or a grape, and you only have 1 spot left, the grape would be the thing to go to. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see, grapes. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, let's keep that, and then I don't know if I need coins, but there's coins all over.
Replace that axe? My brother is looking for a new job again. What a slumberjack!
What a slumberjack! I thought I saw. Oh, that's the glisten of the. Still no coin here. What are they doing? Well, there's coins all over, right? So let's just go. Let's take the boat. Rock the boat. Rock the boat, rock the boat, baby. So I took a whole bunch of stuff I probably won't need. But it's all replaceable except for the gun and the sniper rifle. Well, they're replaceable, but you'll have to buy them, and the rest is just pick up. Yeah, but I genuinely didn't know that there was a difference in space occupation between the two.
Welcome to Mumbai. We have intel that the Syndicate is present in the area. Find the person and, well, you know the drill. Godspeed, 47.
Godspeed, 47. Let's see, where are they? Ah, they're in the middle, near the barber shop. Fuck.
I can drive with my eyes closed.
Oh my god! I cannot wait to see the new Rangan movie they're shooting over at the tower. I hear it stars charisma. Rangan, how can you support a man like that?
Let's see if we can snipe from up here.
Maybe he's a traveling salesman or something.
No, I'm not. He's got a He has known underground types, including that Vanya Shah lady over by the train yard.
Crap, she walks away.
Barbershop, and he has all the
Oh, right. And I need to... oh, crap, I should have brought... There's no durian here, right? Right. You're absolutely right. So I gotta kill her, hide the body, make sure nobody sees that. In Mumbai. Oh boy. That's gonna be a thing. Okay.
Where is he? I need a shave. Why isn't the shop open yet?
Oh, hello.
Hey, watch it, would you? Huh?
There's no boxes here.
There should be room for everyone here.
I was hoping there was a box here so I could lure her in here and kill her, but no. Okay, where are you going, lady? Let's hold on. Can I, like, get you up here?
Could you give me a little more room to breathe, please? What? You need to open the shop. There are people waiting
Oh, I don't have a coin. Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty.
You gotta get swifty in here.
Well,
It's time to get swifty.
if it's an accident, I can keep my Sasso, but nobody's found would be then dead. But I also need a sniper rifle kill, so... But Sasso is 6,000 mercers, man. Can I get you to come up here? I don't know if that is even a thing, but just wondering if I can stash her somewhere. She's also coming up.
Another one of Vanya Shah's servants just came.
Normally I'm tripping over boxes, but now nothing. Where the fuck did she go? Oh, she's on her way over there. I'm unstoppable. Crap, I thought there was a box somewhere up here. Yeah, they are not gonna let me in there.
Right now, please.
Let's follow her around for a bit, see if an opportunity doesn't arise. Could you knock them out and shoot them at close range? Yeah, I can. But if you look in the top left, see I also need to nobody's found. Well, it doesn't say I need to hide her. That's a thing, okay. Because if I can shoot her right here, no, then she will be found. Yeah, they will see that. But over here, who sees this over here? Nobody, right? Oh, them. Ooh, I almost didn't see them. And if I shoot her here,
Oh well.
somebody over there will see. What about over here? Right over here. Nobody should be able to see this. The barbershop, yeah, I have to knock people out, and then I get nobody's found triggered. Let's get okay.
Who's that? Hello? I could say typical.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, and the safe is where? Where the fuck is that? This is Rangan Tower. Oh, the shop's over there. Let's see. Pointing in the right direction. It's to my right. So let's hope she will not be found. So it's over there somewhere. That's the dealer.
Like that, or positive and happy. What? Why? Because the demon. You keep telling what is good about my God,
that's the dealer, yes. Let's see what the dealer has.
Hey, you. Do you need anything?
Yes, please.
I do.
Crow's apartment. Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Don't hesitate to come back. I'll be here.
They lose a couple of million.
Let's go over there then.
Get your cabbage and carrots.
That isn't the crow's apartment, is right over here. That's not the crow's apartment. Need to go there, so back through the alley.
Be careful.
Let's see. Turn around, please. Crap. This isn't the throughway, right? Oh, it is. Am I allowed in here?
A lot of rupees for an autograph of the Maelstrom. He's the greatest hero Mumbai has ever seen. I don't know. I think
Man, this city is too big. I think I can go in here. Okay, and now... Oh my god, I'm going... Okay, around... Here. And across there. What's in here?
My brother told me the story about the Maelstrom from years ago. Have you heard it? The one with the 3 dragons.
This one? Yeah.
No. Well, I'm sure you know.
Oh, that's too bad. I already.
Oh, right. That's what you mean by the crow's apartment. Oh, crow's back alley. Right. How the hell?
Through today.
If only you had come with a Roman out in the outskirts. Here, he found a young woman held captive by 3 terrible men.
Oof. Almost got caught by that asshole over there. Let's see. And then back over this one. If it's too much of a risk, I'll just go. It's in here, right? And then upstairs. Yeah. Maybe not do that. Okay. I'm just gonna skedaddle.
Oh, why did I eat that curry from the street vendor?
Why?
Avoiding the enforcers over there. Oh, I can just run to this one. Okay. Too many notices? Yeah, exactly. So that's I'm not taking the risk for the few bucks. I'm already getting a 6k payout because of the silent assassin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Oh, that's creeping up so slowly. You can't see it, but yeah. Yeah, 6,900 Mercers. You guys can see it. 6,900 payout. Good, good, good. That's not a bad haul. That's Deborah.
Impressive work.
Wait, did that
47.
pop up the following?
Let me know when you're ready for your next assignment.
Okay, plop, 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 plop. Let's drop all that. Okay. Let's see. So, showdown in Miami, USA. 4 suspects and 1 of each. Eliminate guards with a sniper. Okay. Perfect shooter. Pacify guards unnoticed.
Good job, 47. We now know the syndicate leader's current location.
What does it give me? Remote taser. Concussion grenade. Okay.
I provided you with new intel.
Did I keep my whomping stick? See, I hate that it used to light up when you got into detective mode, basically. Like these things, your wall would also light up and show what you were missing. Let's go to this side because that's annoying to see. Oh, over here. That's what I was looking for. You seen any gameplay for First Light? It looks very Hitman-ish. Yeah, I would suspect it's Hitman. You're secret agent, of course, and things. And since it's the same company, I expect a lot of the similar mechanics to be in there. You remember that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for 007, so I pre-ordered it. So let's hope it's good. Let's take the coverts for a change. I'm missing a poor seeker. Krugi. Let's see. Perfect shooter. Pacify guards and notice. So I'm gonna try and womp them out. Oh, I need a sniper. Right. Sniper. Oh, I'm gonna take the same sniper. There's also some Mind's Eye in it. Okay. Mind's Eye wasn't too good. But that could be the story. Yeah, I think I have. Let's pick a pacify suspect silent and eliminate the leader escaping. Eliminate during a tell. Well, I could just, if I know who they are, just scare them off and then shoot them. Let's do that. Do I need anything else? It is Miami. I was gonna say take a lockpick, but I don't have a lockpick. Well, I do actually. It's on the tools. I thought that would be on the... Was there a lockpick on this wall? Yeah, there it is. Lockpick, yeah, and a key card, but I don't have a key card. I don't have any key cards just yet. Do I need anything else? No. Well, I do have a universal key on my back. It's a 30k lockpick and you have a lockpick on your back. That's true. Very true. Let's not take that. Okay, Miami. Basically only one for Miami, right? You cowboy. Oh yeah, right, I'm cowboy. Okay. Was one of each, right? So there is a courier, so I need a banana. Let's get the banana. Oops. Banana. Yeah, let's make a bomb. In case I can't find everything. That's my inventory space, 13. But I'm gonna make room. There we go. Oh, craft. And pick it up. So now I have room for a whomping stick. Knock somebody out. Okay, cool. And it's a distraction. Let's go see if there's a coin available. Give me money, money, money.
Sometimes the only thing I really want in this world is to get fucked up. Are you heading to Colombia anytime soon?
Probably not, dude. Sorry. Again, no coin here. Very stingy with the coins today. The one over here? No. No bird nest. Oh well. Let's go.
Safe journey, 47.
Normally I would have got it on Xbox, but I find I'm playing PC way more. Yeah. Same. I used to play a lot on my my PlayStation and my Xbox too, but especially my Xbox has been just gathering dust for a long time. And PlayStation, yeah, I only have Overwatch on there, but which I still play, but it's a declining business for me for some reason.
Welcome to Miami. It's time to put an end to them. The leader is currently operating in the area. However, we have very little intel on their identity. To help you, we have the following information.
Oh,
they are
brother.
here to attend a business meeting. We also know that they have no hair. They are wearing earrings. They are wearing glasses. And wearing a necklace. Furthermore, your target is a smoker. And last but not least, they have a sweet tooth. I'm sorry we don't.
Hello, and game prices has gone. Okay.
I think I just heard something.
Well, that is fortunate. Where the fuck is he going? Oh, he's coming. Crap.
I'm so dead.
Okay, so he's coming down here. That's good. Right? Yeah. Was there a box here? There is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Where the fuck is he? Meow, meow. Okay, put you in here. That's good. Where's your money? 1k ish. Okay.
It's as much about the car's stamina and technology as it is about the driver's talent.
We got a dude coming up here. Security. Glasses, earrings, necklace. Yeah, he has an earring, he has a necklace, no hair. Oh, you're looking for a baldy, so no, you're not it.
Hello there.
Hello. Let's see.
Get up, sir. I need to determine the extent of your injuries first.
Oh, hello.
Hello, sir.
Earrings, necklace, yes. No hair, sunglasses, yes. Okay.
Have you seen my mascot outfit? Oh, my head is killing me.
Prime suspect. Yeah, the Game Pass was indeed getting ridiculously expensive. So, let's see. I still do have the Prime or whatever it is. Most expensive one, but I'll have to look into it. Let's see. Show me a cell. What cell do you have? Smoking, sweet tooth. Either smoking or candy. Standing there. I earn enough Microsoft rewards I can redeem gift card to cover the cost. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you have to use Bing for three times a day, and I wasn't going into that.
We'll work this out.
Wow, this really hurts. Did you see him? The guy that jumped me and grabbed my outfit?
Okay, lady, show me something that can be free if you keep streaks going and whatnot. Yeah, I know. But I don't know if I can be bothered for that. But yeah, but on the other hand, it will save a bit of money. The thing is, I tried to do it, but then after a few days, I got lost. I forgot it and then never resumed it. So I just paying for it.
You feeling better?
Yeah. Thanks. Doctor gave me some sort of vitamin hydration boost, normally reserved for the drivers. Fixed me right up.
What, like doping?
No, it's for after the racing's done.
Although it did kind of look like the Tour de France in there. What with all the syringes and IV stands.
Looks like Tour de France with all the IVs and syringes.
I ran away as fast as I could. We should call security. Well, I don't know. I really don't want to get involved.
Hey, the slow walk button doesn't work on stairs.
Was definitely weird. Just before the attack, I heard him mumbling something about Sierra Knox getting it. Can you believe that? What if he's a stalker?
Show me something, lady.
We're calling security, all right. The only thing we're calling is a bartender. Great.
Good grief. She has shown 0 tells in all this time. Starting to suspect she's not the one. She's gonna do something completely different and then I'll know.
Don't forget, this race is all about getting some miles under the hood. It's as much about the car's
Smoking. Okay, she's not it.
stamina and technology.
Oh, well, she is. Oh, smoking, yeah. She could be it. Okay. All we need now is a sweet tooth or a business meeting.
Now the key here is tire management. I mean, if you're not careful, you can burn these tires off after 10 laps. It's a huge deal to manage that in this heat, and these drivers know it.
Okay, lady. Show me you snacking on some chocolate or something. I'm on a 161-day streak, earned so far. Nice! That's quite the streak, man. 63k, 824k in a lifetime. Holy shit, man. That's quite the amount. Oh, she's drinking. So she's not the one I need. Not suspect. Not suspect. Okay. Then where's the rest? I need to get down. Oh, she's coming in. Somebody's coming in. I only have 4 suspects, so...
Ah, hi there.
Does he have an earring?
I'm sure everyone wants to know.
He does. Okay, so you are my prime suspect for now.
In bird culture, this is considered
It's
a dick
him.
move.
Thank you so much for the lurk, Canadianator. Ah, look. He's chewing on chocolate. Okay. It's him. How do you know it's him? Why? Was that a gamble? Or it's just because I already eliminated 2? I need to get him running.
Hey, pal. Put it in the holster.
Only 2 suspects with the same facial features. Everyone is there. Okay. Is that a rule? I wasn't aware of that.
Remember, folks, that endurance racing is all about getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how burned out or beat up it may be.
You wanna buy something? You name it, I got it.
Well, the anticipation here is just so high. This is the place to be. The best track you'll ever see. The best group of drivers we've had in a long, long time. And how about that crowd, huh? Awesome, Dave.
I don't have any coins. God damn it.
Racing here in Miami.
It just doesn't want anything to do with it.
There's only a few minutes left, folks.
God damn it. He also hears it for some...
Don't forget that this race is all about getting some miles on the
Fuck you, dude. And he also doesn't give a fuck. He just doesn't want to get out. Okay, he's a bit too close to scare him. What I want to do is just scare him into leaving, but I need him to be somewhat private so I can just scare him off and then... that's why I want... Oh. Can you come in here, sir?
Okay.
Ooh, he does. He comes in here.
Why me? Why me?
I don't have to sniper him, right?
Guess it's just one of those days. Uh-huh. Hey, mind where you're going. No way.
Congratulations, 47. The leader is eliminated, sending a clear message. Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
He's right over there!
Display today. Hey, you need anything? It's something I got some cool stuff.
I can't see him! Please help! Help me!
Okay. Cool. I am compromised though, so... Let's see. Pacify guards unnoticed. Oh, I can get one in the security office. Excuse me, excuse me.
So, and once again, just to get this straight, I have no idea.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Package. I thought it was just pyrotechnics. As I understand it, Moses Lee is into that sort of thing.
Okay, get you out of the way.
Want to know what I think? I think you were hired by someone to pit, plant that explosive somewhere, and detonate it. You know what we call that?
What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, Semtex demo block. Let's get that. That can go into my briefcase. If I cannot blend into suspicious, I thought I could turn this thing on. No. Oh shit, I should have shot him with the sniper rifle. Is this bulletproof glass or will it go through? These people aren't real. Bulletproof glass. Fuck. Okay, I need somebody to come here, sirs.
Chief. Heard something. Moving in.
Oh fuck, it's one of the enforcers. Okay.
Hey, you know, I heard... Hey, that is not a toy.
No, it isn't. Put that over here. Grab. Take. Put you here. Get the sniper rifle. Up. Put you in the box. Okay. Put that away. Where the fuck is my sniper rifle? Over here. Okay. Let's see. There is a safe here. It's in... do I really want to go up there? Am I allowed up there even?
Man, those mechanics at the Kronstadt team have been made. I went by during a pit stop yesterday and it looks so futuristic in there. Have you been? It's the garage all the way at the end.
Yeah, I went past there earlier today. They wouldn't let me in since I'm not on the team, but you'd want to think twice about getting a job there. I saw that Miller woman, the head mechanic, argue fiercely with one of the others.
Stories from back in the day, but I can't go into detail. Those celebrations
What?
Okay. Hi
there.
Hi. Oh, I need to get in there for the safe, right? Yeah.
Be careful, will you? Please. It's part of our diet. We try to keep it healthy.
That means...
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. Eliminate the leader escaping. I thought he was... Because I scared him that he was escaping. Did I really need to wait till he was running? Probably. That was stupid. There we go. Got him. I found a gun over there. Scares me. Can you go pick it up? You need to wait till you see him escaping sign. Oh, or suggest that he's escaping. Okay. Okay. Lesson learned. Okay. Okay. Which way do I go? I need to go upstairs. Oh, right. It's Albert's office. Right.
Well, you look well prepared.
Oh, lady, you have no idea.
Hello, HR? Yes, it's Finn Wheeler down at the...
It's Finn Wheeler down at the...
So, I'm hearing rumors on the corporate grapevine. Apparently. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maxwell Rudder. I am the senior race official here at the Miami Global Innovation Race.
Okay, so it's
good. Somebody like Sierra needs a good
in this little room. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can do it without making noise, because then half the map will come running. Is there anything here? No. Then the other stuff is in here, I guess.
Mr. Moses Lee of Calhoun Heavy Industries. A big hand.
Can you please go somewhere else? Okay, cool. Fine. It's over here. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, I did everything. Let's get out of here.
Yeah?
Hello, sir.
Robert and his daughter are both here.
Robert and his daughter are both here. Okay. That's a lot of work. Yeah. There we go. Well, you can of course just kill the suspect and get out of there, but yeah.
Well done.
Why not do the rest if you can, right?
This will make anyone think twice before turning to a life of crime.
Nice. The first ones are always easy. Easy peasy. Eh. Okay. So then we need to find a new syndicate to do. Man, how many campaigns have I failed by now? Can you see that somewhere?
Well done, 47. The syndicate has been eliminated. However, I have
Is it possible to
intel
get
that there are
Dartmoor
more
Garden Show on freelancer? I don't think so. It's
Take them
basically
all
just
down,
regular
and you will be
Dartmoor.
well rewarded. Get back to me when you're ready.
But let's see if we can't find a Dartmoor version. Let's see. Dartmoor here, Berlin. Scale though. Scale. Scale. Come on, scale. Fuck off. You know what? For you, I will take this one. And of course, scale is... but I will go to Dartmoor first. 3 targets. Maybe if I can... poison a guard. Do not blow your disguise. Do not get spotted. Okay. No couriers though. A safe and a supplier. Scroogey. Fragmentation grenade. Okay. Poison a guard. Well, that should suffice. Right. I just have to kill the people there. How many targets do I have? 3 targets. Silence pistol kill epic. Okay. Take this. Yeah, poison the guard. Do not get spotted. Do not blow your disguise. It feels so light. Dartmoor doesn't use key cards, but they do use. Man, I wish I could get the lockpick from a box or a vendor. We've got already. There's no courier, but there is a safe and a supplier. Okay. No courier, but there is a safe and a supplier. Let's see. Dartmoor, so. Yeah, mate. Just been hunting some foxes. No courier, so I don't need the banana. There's coins downstairs if I need them. You look like a gentleman. Yes. Gentleman just with the rubber boots, just traversing the countryside. That's perfect for Dartmoor because it's the ancestral hunting suit. Okay. That's good. I'm debating on whether I should bring a sniper rifle. Whatever. Biological hazard. Let's go grab this and go.
Safe journey, 47.
Let's see where they spawn us on top of the house, the upper floor there, the balcony, or outside the gates. I did get lucky once with the showdown on Dartmoor. They were all walking in a small clump.
Welcome.
I just blew them all up with one bomb and got out like in
that the syndicate
30
is
seconds.
In the area. Good luck, 47.
Yeah, there. Oh, is it one of the guards? Sean Reynolds, yeah. I think he's a guard. I wish I could just get over here instead of having to climb over, then crossing. Oh. Where is he? Upstairs in the office. Okay, so not in Rebecca's room. Okay. Maybe I can kill him without actually going upstairs.
I can believe that. What a surprise.
Even though he's still alive. Maybe I'll get one of the dude's outfit.
You need anything? I might just have what you need.
I might just have what you need.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one. Excuse me?
Yeah, I picked this outfit, but I don't.
I will investigate.
Won't be wearing it for long.
Who is there?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay. Get this. Now I'm not trespassing anymore. Nice. Get this. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, it's the lawyer. Crap. I was hoping I could get him to the window, but he's the lawyer fella. Okay. coin. Yoink.
All right, stay put. I'll take a look.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh crap, I thought I could just... Can you come any closer, dude?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the syndicate.
Got him. Okay, let's get up here, get the lawyer dude. The real Dartmoor is in Devon, England. Yeah, I saw it's I saw some similar things, but there's also a Dartmoor estate somewhere that has some resemblance to this thing. So there's actually a region in England that's called Dartmoor. Okay. Did I pick up the gun? Yeah, I did. Okay, so see, they also removed the knife here. They removed so much. Hello, sir.
Aaron Ford Jr. calling from Morgan Yates and Cohn. I need to get a listing of assets.
Syndicate member eliminated.
Come on, rubber boy. There we go. There we go. Don't want to cause a panic just yet, because the lady is coming in here. The lady of the house. Let's see. Get some throwables. Okay, he's down there. I know where he is. Let's see. Where is the safe? Save. Oh, the save's in Fernsby's office. Okay. Is it downstairs? Where downstairs is that? That's in that little corner over there. Okay. Let's see if there's not a clue up here, because one room away could also mean upstairs. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, crap. It's not the window that I thought it was.
Hey, don't touch that, mister.
Damn! Oh, shoot! Son of a bitch is taking out civilians! He has to die right now!
Oh, I wonder why he just got in here suddenly for no reason. I was doing so well. Why the hell did he... Since when is one of the guards coming in there? Ah, man. Freelancers. Bullshit. Let's see. Oh, the supplier. I can go to the supplier. I did. What you got for me?
I guess so.
Micro explosive. Just buy everything. Did I lose this? I lost this. Okay, cool.
If you need more, you know where to find me.
You know where to find me. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I need to poison the guard. Right. There we go.
Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
Crap! There was another people. I thought I already killed everybody. Oh boy. Doesn't really matter though. We will. Oh, I need that briefcase. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi, Cassie. It's me again, Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate. You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
He hasn't even noticed yet. Oh, now he saw. There's a wheelbarrow in the way. There we go. Dartmoor isn't too hard, but yeah, this was just stupid that the guard came in there. Nutcracker. Okay, 3,800, 4.5 XP, not too much. Yeah. Okay, so next is the alerted map.
The Syndicate took a
On
serious
scale.
but there is
That's
still much work to get done.
that's gonna be
Recuperate and
fun.
Prepare for your next assignment.
Scale. 1 target. Okay, at least it's just 1 and 1 safe. 2 couriers and a supplier. Okay. What do we have? Breaching charge, taser, syringe. I'll take the explosive. Thank you very much. Ice pick kill. Katana. I'll do the ice pick. And then take the ice pick from here. Where's my ice pick? Oh, it's over here. It's so hard to see. Okay, and then give me this. Okay. No firearms. That's gonna be a difficult one. Scale. Yeah, man. This used to be just take it just in case. This used to be not count as a firearm, but they changed that. That was a bit of a bummer. Let's see, what are we wearing on scale?
Impressive, 47.
Classic, the sniper challenge suit. Okay. Classic. The sniper challenge suit. There we go. No combat even. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Pick up the gunpowder. Okay. There we go. Get myself a swamping stick. Did I pick up the banana? Yes, I did. Let's see if there's a coin now. There is. Okay. Let's go.
Bon voyage, 47.
Bon voyage, 47.
I shall leave you to prepare.
I shall leave you to prepare.
Welcome to the Isle of Scale. We have been informed that the Syndicate is currently in operation here. Find the target and eliminate. However, they're on high alert, so you need to be careful. Don't disappoint, 47.
Counselor's Lounge. Fuck.
Ah, one more I see. Won't you join us? Ah, I see someone's in a hurry to get inside.
Yes, I'm in a real hurry to get inside. Hello, boys. I'm back. Are these guys allowed in the lounge up there? That's the question. Oh, that was no firearms. Oh well. Let me see. Security, is security allowed up there? In the there is security in the there's guards in there. So I should be able to do that. Oh wait, it's over here. Okay, dude. Come on down. Oh, there's no box over. I thought there was a box over here. Okay.
This thing is messed up, but I can fix it. I have good hands. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
And on.
There we go. Get over here. Should be out of sight. Good. Okay. Key in that thing. Okay, I need to get up there. He doesn't like me, so I'm going to go around. Oh, he doesn't like me either. Crap. Okay. Okay. I'll just go in here. Anything I could pick up here? Blend in as a guard, yeah. That's not really necessary.
Wow.
Oh. It's locked. Oh, I have the key. Okay. No coin here this time. Yeah. Okay, now we need to get up there. I think the quickest way is just go around the outside.
I have some of the world's most prominent people waiting to pay their last respect. I have the star of the past and the monarch.
There we go.
Miss Washington. Excuse me?
How was the test group's response to the DNA?
Oh wow, I need to go up one more.
Not quite as well as the team had anticipated, Madam Chairwoman.
How so?
Preserving DNA doesn't resonate emotionally. It seems impersonal, abstract even. Simply put, your
Crap.
genes are not you.
So we scrap the program?
Not necessarily. You see, once we throw cloning and ectogenesis into the mix, interest increases tenfold.
Ectogenesis?
External womb, Madam Chairwoman. Imagine, mankind is wiped out by some calamity, but no.
Am I allowed over there? Otherwise I'm gonna get these assholes on my ass. Oh, fuck me. I painted myself into a corner here.
And combined with whole brain emulation, even your mind, it'll be like respawning in a video game.
Hmm. Let's see.
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know. But
she seemed real interested in this invention.
Yeah, I really need to get up there. And I'm back here again, I guess. Yeah, but now I can open the door.
Poor bastard. Well, that's what you get for inventing kill switches, I suppose.
I need to get up there.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
I thought I could... Yeah.
Son
Fuck.
of a bitch! I need help! I need serious help! Hey, wake up! We've got trouble!
Did you hear that?
Really bad going down? I'm not sure what it is.
God damn it, I didn't think she would freak out. You didn't see anything. I'm not the intruder you're looking for.
We've got a trespasser. We've got a trespasser. He's dressed as security.
You there? I think something horrible has happened.
Crap.
Command! Anybody there?
Crappity crap.
Come in! We've got unauthorized entry. He's dressed like the security detail.
Yeah, I needed one of these guys' beanie outfits. I'm still not in combat though, so that's good.
Leave me out! Okay, sure. No problem.
Yeah, I probably need to change out of this disguise. She's leaving. Crap. This is not what I was hoping it would be. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... This. There's no way I'm gonna get up there without being noticed. And it's the lounge, so I won't be able to get him alone.
We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate. We'll keep you posted.
Hello, dude. See me?
Command, nothing suspicious. Everything clear.
Peekaboo. Over here. Asshole. Well, if I'm gonna get an outfit, I might as well get one of these guys' outfits. Where's this? This is not what I was hoping for. And you are the beanie guys? Yeah.
I never really thought about it.
When I was little, my dad used to rent a castle for me and my friends for my birthday. You know, live action roleplay. We were knights at
Okay, I'll take it from here. Just sit back, relax.
Okay, when I was little, my dad used to rent a castle for me.
Alrighty.
Okay, so your outfit I can take. Yes, it will blow my one disguise. Boom. I know, I know. Okay, but at least I can move about now. Get up the stairs. Now get close to him.
Oh.
Oh, typical.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
Okay, so that's that. Where is safe? The ARC control room on level 4. That's the level where the chopper is. Oh, it's above. Yeah, I know where that is. Okay. It's on that side of the map. Let's see, what about the dealer? The little room over here.
Hey, you need anything? I got some cool stuff.
Appreciate it.
What do you have? The coin, taser, syringe, and a lockpick. There we go.
If you need more, you know where to find me.
Was there a thing down here?
Hey, stop clowning
Zoe!
around.
I've been looking for you. Or should I say, Madam Chairwoman?
Yeah, it's up there, right? I just went down to yeah, and it's on the other building. Okay. Stop clowning around. Really, dude. So it's in there. Oh, it's in here. Okay. Flare. Yes. Camera.
Sure. We'll take care of everything.
And we need the objects tonight.
Is that laptop I need to get to? Fuck. Get 2 enforcers there.
What's going on? I feel horrible.
Okay. Boom. There we go. Is he just gonna puke out the window? He is.
Okay, don't forget to report in if you need other vessels.
Let's see. Pick up Mercers. $3,200. Good, good, good. Okay, I picked the thing clean, right? So, and the courier. Did I already get the courier? Oh, the courier is over here. Where is that? The lower courtyard. Okay. Well, I can't get out here because she's here.
Iron Maiden up there. A real one, with actual spikes in it.
Oh, tell me about it. It belonged to the
There's a box over there.
Washington's got rid of most of the stuff.
Oh, right.
The maiden is here to stay.
Over here. Yes. Then, let's see, where's the box? It's in the corner over there. Water canister, okay. That can go into the thing. To my briefcases. And then the courier was... Where's the courier moving now? Lower courtyard. The catacombs. Nope. Over here. That's the bar. Okay, I need to get down to the bar. Let's go here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you're the... Okay, okay, okay. If we knock you out, they will see, right? If I'm fast enough for this. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's over there. Crap. Don't have any stuff left. Secret bullets. What I was hoping to do is, when he's standing down there, make a noise here so he comes up. But, yeah, oh, there he comes. Or maybe we can still do this. Do I have coins? I do.
Christ, I got ants in my pants.
Anybody there?
Yes. Put this down. Gotta be careful of him, of course. Since he's coming in here.
Say what?
Why are you doing
1300. Cool. Got him. Okay, so now we can get out of here. I didn't anticipate the dude hearing him. Thought I'd put him in the box, but yeah. Let's get out of here. We're done here. There we go. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. The Grim Reaper. Crate search, blah blah blah. 4.3. And we've got 2800. Plus the other stuff we picked up, so yeah. Around 5k-ish. Yeah, 6. A freelancer campaign consists of 4
Impressive
syndicates.
work, 47. Let me know when you're ready for your next assignment.
There we go. Let's start clear. Berlin or Marrakesh? Where do we do the showdown? Berlin can be a pain in the ass. Marrakesh too. Do it down Marrakesh showdown. So we're gonna go here. 3 targets and a supplier. Okay. Fiber wire kill. Okay. Could take the earphones over here, or the things, stethoscope. That's my fiber wire. Poison a target without firearms. Okay, do I have a syringe? Yeah, sedative syringe. Okay, that has to be enough. No firearms. So adamant that I don't use firearms, but still gonna take one. If I get into a hairy situation, I need to be able to do all that. Let's see, I have a fiber wire. I can poison with the syringe. No firearms. Okay. Oh, how many targets? 3. Okay. Collateral kill firearms. Silent assassin shoot only. Okay. Let's try that. I'm gonna probably blow the shoot only, but we'll see. Let's see, what do we have? Scrambler. Okay. Yes. And then this is Berlin. What do I need for Berlin? Well, there are some doors I can't get through without a key card, so I am going to take the key card. Let's pick a suit, shall we? Berlin. What's good for Berlin? The Raver. So that is themed, I guess. I think. Yes, the Yellow Rabbit. Oh, where's the Raver? Is that on a casual or something? Casual? Yeah, the Raver. There it is. Let's go to Rave. Oh, was there... I don't think there was a safe, right? No, just 3 targets and a supplier. So I don't really need a bomb. Or do I? Because I can use the bomb to blow somebody up. That is a kill without a firearm. That should work. Bag of gunpowder. Already over capacity. Why am I over capacity? How much shit did I take with me? Craft. And pick it up. Okay, what? Oh, this thing is heavy. It's 2 spots. 2 spots. 3 spots. Okay. Car battery. The electric stuff on Berlin. Problem is, if I take that, I can't carry a propane tank at the same time as a... Unless it's in a briefcase. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling to myself. Let's see if the coin is over there.
Hey, 47. Who we killing today?
We're killing today? I don't know. Just got 3 targets, man. They don't give me any names up front. Still, no coin there the entire time I've been streaming today. Excuse me. Ah, but there's a coin here. Yoink. Okay. Berlin. Sasso. Okay.
Bon voyage, 47.
Shit, I think I still need to upload my my previous runs and previous streams. Gotta do that before it expires. Boom, ba-da-boom, boom, boom. Generic big city in the background.
We have intel that the syndicate is active in the area.
Where the hell am I? Oh, in the bar. Is there something about the skull here too? Is that an Easter egg thing? Got a coin. Silent says I can't even change suits. Okay, where the hell is he? The pipe room. Upstairs. Okay. Oops. All the way over there, okay. He's the one that's going on a walk, right? Forget about it.
will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
Okay. Where's the other one? Let's see. Oh, of course. Oh, they're in the juice bar. All I have to do is get down. If I go down here, I should be able to... Okay, cool. We're out. Let's go down upstairs because I need to go to the juice bar. Hero box. Oh, it's up there. Let's see. Gotta do the fiber wire kill and poison the target. I have 2 guys I can do that with. Let's see, I gotta lure 1 and do the thing, and the other is the... Oh, it's you. Okay. Can I like... Oh.
Did you call again? Yeah, it's fine. I'm right there. Just waiting to make a little turn.
What the hell was that?
Oh, man.
Okay. Can I now get this dude to come over here?
Oh, do I feel special? Hey, check that out. Well, sir.
Ah, that's the wrong one.
Could you check out what that was? Okie dokie.
Oh fuck, I was hoping because I switched up stuff that the other one would come.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, got nothing.
You're in a good place actually for me to get you and poison you. I want to poison him. Okay, let's...
What was that?
Oh, fuck you, lady. Now you can move off.
What?
See, he went over there again. Good, good, good. Close that, yes. Maybe if I do it over here.
Huh?
Yes, he's the only one. Okay.
Oh.
Good, 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 good. So I can get you over here. Okay, poison the target.
Cool. So cool.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear in the Syndicate.
Okay, so now maybe I can get him over here. Or is the guard coming?
Please stand back.
Yeah, he's sending the guard over.
Okay,
I was
thanks.
afraid of that. Oh, but that did get him moving, so now I can lure him around the corner here and just fiber wire the shit out of him. Stethoscope. The doctor is in the house.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47. You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
Yeah, there's no more room in this one, right? Because there's a dead guy in there and a yeah. No way. Who's saying no way? Okay. The supplier. Where's the supplier? Over here. Where the fuck is that? Huh? Tiger Hangouts. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, the toilet's over here. Okay. Okay, let's just hope he won't be found. Okay. Toilets. Excuse me, excuse. Oh, he's over. Can't get there from here. Go through here.
Want to buy something?
What do you
Absolutely.
have?
I'll see you.
See ya.
You know
We'll
where I
just
am.
leave here. Okay. And then I'll just get the fuck out of here. Can't get out here, right? No.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. Yeah, there's nothing else to do, so we'll just head on out. Head on out the door. Just leaving. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get that box. It's right up here. Let's see, and there's a box over here. More useless crap. Yeah. Earphones. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Hey, then you. And then we're on the showdown. I think I can do that before I have to call it quits. Let's see. I cleaned out the dealer. Mission complete. There we go.
Duh. Winning.
Winning, winning. Yeah, perfect run. Clean ICA assassin prestige, perfect run bonus, payout objective, cinema get great. There we go. 94, there we go. New shit unlocked. Safe house cosmetic outside. Okay. Ooh, new vehicle. A gym. Okay. Let's go check it out, shall we? Check it out.
Excellent work back there, 47. Let me know when you're ready to continue. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. Let's see, what did I have? Outside cosmetic. Let's go check it out. And a new car. And a workout space, so...
Hey, 47, who we killing today?
I think it's this, yes. It's this. Yeah, I'll have my bubble bath, thank you very much. Maybe we can do something with this differently today. Not Halloween, it's not Easter. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, when you're next in Berlin, could you do me a solid and grab a can of gas?
Why is that all of a sudden Easter? Oh. Oh, that is part of that. Happy Easter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go to the garage. There. Get some light in here. Doesn't really help. There we go. How in the hell are you gonna drive this on that? It's like almost, it's basically touching the ground. That's not gonna work. While I'm here, I might as well do all this. Okay, okay. Make it, and then drop it. Okay. Okay. Let's go down. Oh, I didn't drop everything. That's why I was over capacity. Let's see, what's next? Showdown in Marrakesh. 6 suspects and 1 of everything.
Good job, 47. We now know the syndicate leader's current location.
No pacifications, oh boy. Okay, let's see, what do we have?
I've provided you with new intel.
Oil canister. Okay. High target bodies do not pacify. Poison the target with a dart gun. Okay. That we can do. It's actually good. And then arrange a meeting. Shuriken kill. Shuriken kill we can do. And then get a shuriken. Shuriken. Okay. Cool. Get a shuriken for shuriken kill. Poison dart gun. No pacifications. High target bodies. Okay. High target bodies might be a little bit of a thing, but we'll see. So he's dehydrated and a foodie. Okay. We're going to Marrakesh. So I'll get the casual summer swave or something. Tropical. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. And then, yeah, one of everything. So maybe get a coin and a banana. Banana. Let's see the coin. No coin there. Man, the magpie is slacking. Give me the freaking coin. It's also not here. Okay. Well, let's take new car out for a spin, shall we? Vroom vroom.
Bon voyage,
There's no way this car can drive on this road. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. What? Ain't no way. That's also not the car I left in.
Welcome to Marrakesh.
Oh my god,
it's time to put an end to them. The leader is currently operating in the area. However, we have very little intel on their identity. Nevertheless, we do know this. They are participating in a handover. We also have the following description on their looks. We know that they have blonde hair. They are wearing glasses. They are sporting a
dear
tattoo
God.
and wearing a hat. We have further intel that informs us that the target has a tendency to enjoy food of any kind, and they suffer from dehydration. I hope this will help. Good luck, 47.
No specifications, but oh my god. Where is the... Let's see. Where is the exit up? Over here on the other side of the garage. There's a door. Is there a an outfit in this little cubby hole here? Don't think so. No. Crap. You didn't see anything, dude. You didn't see anything. Oh, bugger.
Listen to stuff they're saying in the news. Is that how it really went down? Prison transport? Yeah.
Hey, no, you can't goof around here, my friend. This is a restricted area. You see those hands? You're gonna regret this. Can't get away. Don't worry, follow me. I'll get you out of here in one piece, okay?
Okay, fine. Yeah, got it.
I understand.
47, the target is trying to escape. They have their hand. You need to act fast. Your target is almost gone.
Where the hell did they go?
just slipped away.
Fuck!
Return to the safe house. Collect yourself.
This fucking spawn, man. Fuck me.
What the hell is that man doing up
Fuck.
What should we do? If Crystal don't get
Fuck.
No, he is capital.
No one ever taught you any manners?
Oh, campaign failed. Oh, fuck me, man.
How unfortunate.
I hate this game
It
mode.
rather appears that you ran out of luck.
Going to back to contracts next time.
Back to the drawing board, 47.
How the hell did the I didn't even see where they were. They weren't at any near an exit, so I don't know why. Fuck.
I'm sorry to say, but failing your campaign has resulted in the Syndicate disappearing off the grid. But we know that nothing is predictable in this line of work. I'm sure you'll get back on the saddle. Let me know when you're ready for your next assignment.
Come back. It crashed.
Okay, yeah. Main menu, yes. Crappity crap. So that is going to be it. We are going to raid Dark Matter. He's also playing Hitman, so if you're here for the drop, you can continue watching him. And that will accumulate for the time watched, and then you should be able to get the drop. And yeah, there's no stream for me tomorrow because I have a work-related thing, so I have to go there. And I don't think I can stream this weekend, so yeah, if that's the case, then I will see you guys next week. So next week Friday. So that's it. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys later. Bye now.